Okay, so the next question talks about simultaneous equations. Now, the first thing we've got to do with this one is use substitution. So you've got to rearrange so it's either y equals or x equals. And here it makes sense to make it y equals. So the first thing you're going to do is get everything else onto the other side. So y equals minus 4x minus 1. Then what we're going to do, instead of having y squared, we're going to get rid of that and replace it with minus 4x, try that again, minus 4x minus 1 squared. So you've got rid of the y squared and replace it with minus 4x minus 1 squared. Now, when you do, the most common mistake people make is when you do this, you've got to make sure you write it out twice. So a lot of people just do minus 4x squared and then minus 1 squared. You've got to make sure you do minus 4x minus 1, minus 4x minus 1, and you can write out the plus 5x squared plus 2x equals 0. So then, whichever method you use to multiply out, minus 4x times minus 4x is going to be 16x squared. Minus 1 times minus 1 is going to be plus 1. Minus 1 times minus 4x is going to be plus 4x. And minus 4x times minus 1 is going to be plus 4x. Plus you've got this plus 5x squared plus 2x equals 0. Then go together the x squared, so 16x plus 5x squared is 21x squared. 4x plus 4x plus 2x is going to be plus 10x. And you've got the plus 1 on the end. Equals 0. And then you've got to somehow factorize that. So, because we've got a plus 1 here, it's going to be plus 1 and plus 1. And so you've got to find things that multiply together to make 21x. So 7x and 3x make 21x. And plus, if we multiply these two out, it's going to be plus 3x and plus 7x, which is going to give us a plus 10x. So once you factorize it properly, you've got to make both brackets equal to 0. So the first one, also the second one, 3x plus 1 equals 0. So 3x equals minus 1, x equals minus 1 over 3. This one, we're going to have 7x plus 1 equals 0. So 7x equals minus 1, x equals minus 1 over 7. And those are your two x coordinates, or your x values. And then what you've got to do is you've got to substitute them in to find out your corresponding y values. So when x is minus 1/3, y, if we go back to the top up here, is minus 4 times your x value, take away 1. So minus 4 times 1/3 is going to be minus 4/3. Take away 1, it's going to be 1/3. Minus 4 times minus 1/7, so minus 4 times minus 1/7 is going to be 4/7. Take away 1, so 4/7 take away 1 is going to be minus 3/7. And those are going to be your solutions to that one.